The men of Dorwinion and the Dwarves of the Iron Hills have united together to fight side by side in this 2v2 Dawnless Days siege battle. And we have a glorious fight here, as we do have the men of the East fighting against what is kind of like a northern alliance. Dorwinion and the Iron Hills, they're geographically close together. They'd fight probably side by side. But yeah, Harada here, the men of the south, really, they are, and the men of the east and the Easterlings are on the assault here today in this 2v2, as already Dorwinion is focusing down these Veriag bowmen here. Very, very nice shots coming in here from the Island Yard Patrols, already taking out these Veriag bowmen and getting some nice kills off on them, routing one unit already straight off the bat. Eastling trying to bring up their Desert Bowmen to also duel with the archers back here. So we've got Violent Yard Patrols, just the 4 of them up against what is now 7 archers. You have yet to see the Iron Hills bring forward their crossbows. They have got Iron Hill crossbows back here, but it's not that they're going to plan to use them just yet. I fast-forwarded quite a bit of this replay as well, because the forces of evil did take their time to march on forward. They've destroyed quite a lot of the settlement. They've burned quite a bit down to do some settlement damage. They've got -1 morale, which might come into this siege as the fight goes on, as people start to lose numbers and generals. That 1 morale might make all the difference for the defenders. Again, though, the Violent Yard Patrols here, I mean, they've already got 1 unit on the retreat. I guess it's the weakened unit. We are seeing some Iron Hill crossbows come forward, but again, already taking out a second Veriag bowman. Very, very nice. They are obviously taking casualties themselves, but it does seem like the Yard Patrollers so far coming out is pretty unscathed. Good protection here as well from Rad, protecting his archers from any sort of sally out. Just small details like that, which you need to get right in sieges. Yeah, protecting these Desert Bowmen as much as possible. But yeah, this is a really, really close siege. I won't say what the replay is named, because it might give away what is going on. But we do have some exciting units here, and one of those exciting units is, of course, the baby Mummakil, which we've seen plenty of times. But these guys do have the potential to go on and get 400-500 kills and really change a game. We've got a whole army of shock infantry, including some newer units as well. We've got the Balkoth Raiders, which I don't think I've ever really seen in the battlefield. Don't think many people bring this tier 2 unit, but it is pretty much like the Balkoth Noble with a big sword, a big axe. I don't know really what you call it, a big glaive. But that's being brought instead. We've got the Harad Mutants as well, which we've seen actually quite a bit now, but another new asset to the mod. These are half trollman sort of units. But yeah, we've got a lot of shock here being brought by the Easterlings and Haradrim. It's kind of their bread and butter is shock infantry, especially since things like Loka and Macemen just aren't as good as they used to be anymore. So yeah, they have been nerfed into the ground, and they've never really got good again. And I keep all saying the cry of make Eastlings great again. Put it in the comments, guys. It needs to happen. Make Eastlings great again. Devs, get on it. Certainly feel like at the moment we see Harad a lot more, because they have certainly been strengthened in some departments and definitely a bit more viable to bring. The only kind of weakness they have is a little bit probably his cavalry themselves. Getting some decent side shots here now is Harad actually into this Dorwinion infantry defense here. Both Dorwinion infantry and also garrison of Lon-Minoir. They are both stacked on top of each other here. I'm surprised we haven't seen Javies maybe go off, but maybe it's because it's the Luhad Beast Tamers. They have a pretty high missile block chance. So actually hitting and doing a lot of damage to the Javies is not really likely. Plus, well, yeah, it's the speed, and it's not really what you want to shoot. There's a lot of shock, which are better options. I would pull back the swords, to be honest. Let the spears just take the hits here to start with. Because when these Farharad Mutants go in now, as you can see, they're going to go in. Obviously going to do a lot of bonuses against the spears, but the swords are now engaged, and they're not getting their Javi volleys off. Whether the player is aware of that, being in shield wall doesn't actually help. Just Javies off, it just helps protect your men. But yeah, offensively it weakens them quite badly. Yeah, there you go. Farharad Mutants going in. Pretty solid unit. They are light shock infantry, but they are absolutely slaughtering those garrison Lon-Minoir to start with. No surprise there, to be honest. We're actually seeing the Dorwinion infantry here being left in the line, and they're getting side-shotted rather than the spears. I would probably hold on to the Dorwinion infantry for those Javies as well. Look at that absolute focus down now. And also the spears probably have better missile block chance. Probably have better missile block chance. They might have the same, to be honest, they have the same shield, but spears typically usually have more. They are going to rush forward and try and take on the Corsairs. Probably just get the Javies off before they die, so they have some purpose in this life. But they are going to get sacrificed and killed. And actually, this flank has been fall back, which is the wise thing to do. To fall back and just try and hold there instead. Don't give an angle to the archers. But there you go. They did actually get all their Javies off. I think Dorwin Infantry maybe just has the one Javi now as well. Not sure. But we are using Last Breath in today's Dawnless Days replay, which is why we have Dorwinian and why we have Iron Hill. You're probably otherwise wondering if you're just a base game player, how we have those factions. Not that I have a new updated version of the mod. No, it's a sub-mod which adds them in. It's called Last Breath. It's by far and away the most popular sub-mod for Dawnless Days, created by quite a few personal friends of mine. But yeah, they are they're busy at work adding more and more stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what they add next. Yeah, if you haven't got it, link for the Last Breath submod is in the description down below. As always, as is the link to my Discord, so you can send in your own replays like the sub here did today. It's also the best way to get involved in any sort of Dawnless Days battles, streams, scenarios that we do. Got the Balkov Raiders in here as well. Why is there already? I would pull out the far Harad Mutants, and they are starting to lose. Long melee doesn't really suit well with shock infantry. It's certainly not light shock. And these guys are getting focused down over here, far Harad Mutants and the Balkov Raiders also losing. There is a noble version of Balkov, which is quite ironic because they look pretty much identical. Yeah, one is a raider, which you'd argue is not much more than a criminal, and then the nobles. They look identically the same. I don't think they would dress identically the same, but there you go. So yeah, both these units losing. I love that the Muhad units as well have their own banner with the Mummakil on it, which is good to see, representing the Muhads. I'm surprised they're keeping so much stacked over on this side as well. Literally, Harad is not moving over here just yet, or these things. That might change though. They weaken this area enough, that might change. A nice little mountable spot here, actually, by the Iron Hill crossbows. They are actually firing, and they're firing into that engagement over there. Really, really nice little angle there being played by the crossbows. Again, Desert Bowman managed to get an angle here. I wouldn't say it's quite a flush side-on shot, but it is actually doing damage. And these Vineland Guards that we're putting into the front line, again, another unit that's otherwise going to be weighted. I would just pull the Vineland Guard back. If the Garrison and Londmanuel is getting shot at, fine. Just pull back your infantry to here into this choke point, which I've got with my cursor in. And then if Harad or anyone pushes this choke point, you can then quickly shunt troops up. So just so you don't avoid getting shot passively here by Desert Bowman, providing them with some easy kills and very expensive kills as well on those Vineland Guards. Like I said, very expensive unit.
Enemy units have rallied
which really the defenders can't afford to lose since they have less cash to work with. We've got Iron Hill Pikes as well back here, guarding the rear passages up onto the settlement. This is the only like one of the few ways you can get up. Actually, like I was playing on this map on a stream recently. It's like, oh, we could just come in the back. Like, look at this; it's so much more open. But no, this ground is not actually traversable. You have to come up this long, winding ramp, which has got its own. It's basically its own choke point, and there's another one over here as well. Again, you can only sort of come up this path here.
The men have broken and are fleeing.
Though this map looks nice and open and easy to actually assault, it's really not. I actually did not enjoy fighting on this map when we played on it as an attacker. Pretty gross. Really tough to assault. Also, just like in this map, the defenders pulled back quite a bit and didn't defend the outer defences, just defend the inner sort of sanctum. That doubles difficulty. And also it's an unfortified settlement, so you don't have this lesser debuff when it comes to like how much you can bring. Like it's not 20,000 for instance against 15,000, it's like 20,000 versus 17,000, which I don't think is a big enough gap. It's certainly in some unfortified settlements. That's just me. Yeah, again, it looks like the Balkov Raiders have kind of expired. They have run out of effectiveness. They are all pretty much finished. Another Balkov Raider going in though. But yeah, they're holding a lot better here. Dorwinian holding that choke point nicely, and then, I mean they're winning over here as well. We've got Khan and River Guard and Iron Hill warriors, and they are slaughtering these poor runic warriors in here, which have been sent in. Garden Riverguard, which kind of look like dwarvish Spartans a little bit, with their red capes. They're holding there nicely as well. The Dwarves are going to be really tough to break through. Numbers-wise in this one, it's 2,800 against 3,800. It started at 3,800 for the defenders against 4,900. So it's an 1,100 gap, which has been closed by about 100. There's a 1,000-man difference at the moment. Balance power is way out of favor because of the Mummaks, I believe. Yes, if you're enjoying all things Dawnless Days and would like to see some more Lord of the Rings action, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here in the commentary support. It really does help out the channel. I'm going to send in, like I said, send in any of your own replays as well. The best place to do that is my Discord. We're getting close to 1,000 members on the Discord, so if you haven't joined and you want to be part of the community in another way, that's the best place to go to get involved in the extra sort of stuff that we do on the, like behind the scenes, I guess you'd say. Vineland Guard coming up here, so they are being sent on in. The Spear's still winning this fight. I mean, you don't see that very often. I think it is because of the missile support. Yeah, Spear's being shocked. That rarely happens. I've had a charge over here by a general as well. Albelgazar there risking his life. He did charge straight at Spears. A bit risky. We're going to see Pyrrhic riders go in now. They're going to charge into the Spear cap, but I mean, it's still do good damage here. Oh, kind of missed the charge. Yeah, we got something to charge. I do think even with that tiny little spear line, though it has broken there, the swords were kind of saved by that tiny little spear line. We might see a second charge here, but the Pyrrhic riders, sorry, not raiders, are getting focused on by the yard patrollers of Dorwinian. Here we go, swords. How badly are they going to get hit? Not at all. Is the answer. The Cavashi is being sent packing. I thought he was going to maybe go for at least one charge. Nope, he's not. Iron Hill Warriors survived for now, and even the Carden River Guard returned. And the center line holds as well. Over on this side here, they just reinforced some more troops, but they've not dealt with the issue of why that checkpoint keeps getting not lost, but just sort of falling in a sort of way. And it's bones. We can see our Belgazar go in. I think we are. This is Harad sick of his ally kind of carrying out. Is that general there? Is that our Belgazar? I think that is. What's he doing? So close to the front line. Get out of there. That would have been unfortunate if they were to lose him. But yeah, more of the city getting burned down. Don't know if it's having more of an effect. 22, it's not gone to 2 morale. I thought maybe it'd be like -1 morale for each 10%, but apparently not. Maybe 25%, there's another bit of a debuff. They're going to need it though, these attackers. They're struggling there, and their advantage is being lost. What's that now? That's like 800 difference. Not good. There's just a standoff now going on both sides, sort of staring and just weighing each other up. No, not a single another unit's been committed to this choke point over here. Not that really any word on to start with. No supply barrels either, so those yard patrollers back there which have done some work. They'll have to run out with their swords.
Attack them! Get the burners!
I like how they're like, attack them, and like literally no one's moving a muscle.
Blades! Blades! I'll give them
got Archer Fire coming in here, again shooting Iron Hill Warriors, and we've got Card and River Guard, another one in here as well. No Iron Guard I've seen. The General as well, interestingly, is the Dwarves is actually a cav unit. It's the Iron Horn Cavalry. Arguably one of the best cav in the game, I've been told. But yeah, that is a General. That's scary. 55 of them as well. It's such a tiny unit in comparison. What we got here? Avari Warriors. Which is another thing I kind of forget that Dorwinian has. People say it's an elf faction, but it's not. Like, it's not. If you bring like all the elves, you don't really have a proper army. These boys do look beautiful. They do look beautiful. And there we go. They have gone in, finally. And by usurpers being sent on in. Don't think they're going to break through the Violent Guards, but you can always have hope. The line holds for now. For now, anyway. Like I say, just about every single video that Umbar makes an appearance. Not Umbar, but it could be either Umbar or Harad today. But the Umbar usurpers give me House Greyjoy vibes, like with that black and gold. They are losing. No surprise there, they're losing to the Violent Guards. Tier 4, very heavy melee. It's a sort of unit you do want to shoot with archers because it's expensive. I mean, the archers are being used on these Dorwinian infantry and the Khan and River Guard there. They're nearly out of ammo on the Desert Bowmen. And I think most of the Easterling ones are out of ammo as well. I actually can't see the Easterling archers. They're over here. They do have ammo. More actually than Harad.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
The Luca and bows do what they can do best. Say Gondorians, or the closest thing they can get, which is just a man. Sort of engagement going on. The attack has been pretty sort of single-minded of where they're going to try and break through. And like I said, I always say every single video, basically, whatever the total war, stretch the defenders. Have more money. Even only a slight amount made in this battle, the siege. Stretch the defenders. Test those defenses. See whether you can break through somewhere. They have the manpower at the moment. I mean, they've just started another attack here, which is good to see. Umbar usurpers losing. Win that fight. They're losing this fight over here. So they are actually, as I said, test the defenses, attack multiple places. They are doing it, which is great to see. We have Beast Sabers aren't a bad unit either to send into a battle. They have really good, okay melee stats. They have really good armor and really good melee defense. There you go. Looks like the Mummakil Beasthamers have had enough. They're going to break soon. Oh, actually, there's a massive rout going on down the line. Umbar usurpers going as well. I think Umbar usurpers, they were winning here, but they're now losing. Combined arms of dwarves and men hold the line. For now.
They've thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
short stabbing swords here of the Iron Hill warriors. Trying to find gaps in the armor of the unbiased usurpers. Reminds me of like a Roman soldier. The gladius. Still no attack over on this flank here. We're still waiting to see where they're going to move on. Still got Khan and Riverguard here. And I guess they have to keep something there to defend it, because otherwise, like the cav here of these things is going to try and rush through. But they could put pikes there or something. I mean, the spears could be so much more useful elsewhere. The pole arms all the way back there as well. I get, but these guys are hidden. So like they've not even gone round to go and have a hunt, have the attackers to go even see where they can sneak around those way. We are seeing pole arms come forward. Well, Winter Guard here being sent to. This is the lower tier pole arm. It's still tier 3 though. It's not the Selduin Bridge Wards, which is the better pole arm. Corsairs attacking now, sending these pirates in. Pirate scum! One of the three roles that Peter Jackson played, if you didn't know. He plays the Corsair of Umbar. Cool little fact. He's also the doorman in the first movie. Yeah, the pole arms here, as you see, they're forcing back the Corsairs. What have they got as a banner? Oh, they got a little mermaid as the top of on the top of their banner. Yeah, these Corsairs, no chance. Low armor, it's the sort of thing that a pole arm would love to face. And we are going to see Cav actually coming into operation here. Are we going to see them maybe go around the side here? I wonder. Go for some charges. Might be the case. We'll see. I think they're going to come for these Variag bowmen. There is nothing close by that could really assist. No Cav anyway. Elephants are semi-close. And actually the Cav has gone in here. Here we go. So the General's gone in. Interesting use of go Cav. No need to send the Cav in, really. They were winning the fight anyway. This is not looking so great, actually. Eastlings are sending in the Macemen. And they're showing that they are great again, these Eastling Macemen. And they're fighting archers. You'd hope so that they'd be that good enough that they could beat archers. Maybe can't beat a Gondor sword anymore. But they'll beat a Dorwinian archer, no problem at all. Any day of the week, twice on a Tuesday. Archers going in there now? They're more spears. So the Muhab Beast Sabers look like they were an archery with that sort of like thing they have on their back. But yeah, it looks like they're actually winning these fights. Vari Warriors now in there. Dorwinian having to commit his general. He's pretty much fully committed. I mean, he's got one pole arm over there watching guard duty. There goes the Ironhorn Cavalry. They've gone in at the goats. That's a great charge. They hit him a little bit, but yeah, not too great. I mean, the Cav's now coming over. I can't imagine that the Cav's going to stay there. It's such a big risk for both sides, though. Try and use their generals. Our Belgazar, I think, would be a slight disadvantage just because of numbers and also probably quality of cavalry. Cannon River Guards and Iron Hill Pikemen combined together. It's a nice little combo.
Admit defeat. Their unit has rallied. The unit is running from the enemy.
Yeah, at the moment, still a bit of a grind fest numbers-wise. 1,900 against 2,600. So, still close in numbers. Still in favor of the attackers. Don't know whether the Beast Sabers are trying to form a column to go round, but at the moment, as you say, some of the spears are still holding that line. They are not going to just, I mean, they can break that small spear line, I guess. Maybe that is Harad's plan, to try and break the spear line, which is stretched out really thin. The rest of the line is not stretched out as thin. And then once he breaks through this gap, he can then move on and try and encircle the rest of this choke point. Not a bad idea. That is the play. We've got spears and swords breaking here. The Cavalry warriors... Oh, sorry. Actually, the Cavalry warriors are okay. They're doing fine as the garrison lumbering well. So we can see crossbows come over and assist in this area. It's just where they need to be now at this point. Assisting in the center rather than watching the left.
Our men are breaking off.
Pikes are doing what they do best. Stabbing at these Eastlings. Eastlings do what they do best. That suck. They don't really. They're okay. I like using the Eastlings. Got some really fun-looking units. Oh, unlucky for that guy. He's getting tipped over by an Eastling. I think... Oh, I thought they broke the Iron Hill Warriors. No, they're just retreating. Freshening up. And it looks like we're going to see the Pikes take the front line here. Someone was wasting crossbow ammo shooting at archers with no ammo. Definitely do not want to be doing that, especially with so much shock still remaining back here. We've still got lots of shock infantry from Rune, or from Eastlings to go in, including Runic Warlords, Serpent Warriors that'll go in as well, and Unakori. So yeah, the top units still being yet to be thrown in by the attackers. Pikes will hold for now. Luckily, like, the attackers have no ammo left, or their archers are pretty much out of ammo, making these pikes pretty invulnerable. Same with the pole arms of Dorwinian. Look at that. Pikes holding these guys so far at bay. These things can't even get close. Card and River Guards having to really push out to go and get some kills. There, I think they've broken again. Yep, they've broken. 9 men left. Incredible. There goes a shock going in. Vedeg Axemen charge in, get themselves skewered on the pikes. But they got some really good kills. I mean, they are doing some damage to the Cavalry warriors here. They're losing, apparently. Again, Pikes here. I mean, these guys aren't holding the Easterns near as far like away from each other. Whether that's because they need infantry support, I don't know. Easterns here seem like they're kind of slowly but surely attritioning down these Pikes.
Enemy units have... Our men have given up and are
But
running for their
yeah,
lives.
so chipping away. Definitely could flank around here, though. These things could definitely just go around here. They don't even need to engage these Pikes if they don't want to. They could then get the crossbows. It's kind of a missed trick there, that's for sure. Got Warriors of Ed Mithrin going in. Spears, though, they are... what are they, reforming? Or are they just going to try and flank it? Because they could also flank through this gap here. Potentially. Do some serious damage there. And same with the Harad. Harad could obviously counter-flank. It's only a matter of time, though, till the elephants get sent in. A lot of crossbow ammo being kept in reserve, actually. So I would say, actually, defenders have no ammo left. Sorry, I said attackers have no ammo left, which is the case. Defenders have plenty of ammo left. And they still have the elephants, which is probably why they're holding on to the ammo. Cab over here, Arbel. Oh no, it's Kavar. Kavar, which is the old Kahar look. Getting a little messy down here. Oh god. Camera's losing control on my own battle. fighting the Total War camera. I'm not winning it. I'm not winning that battle. Looks like again, something's been pulled back to the Dwarves. Oh, it's the crossbows. Crossbows getting too close, I think, and we're going to see shock, I think, going in a moment. Warriors very master, and they're getting shot by baby Mummaks. I was going to say, how are they taking casualties? But I think it's the baby Mummakil doing the damage. Absolute flank is on here. I'm looking at it right now, either way is looking very good. With 15 minutes left on the clock, both sides are like they've got a good chance of winning this one. Harad and Easterlings have the assets. Dwarves just have, you know, the iron discipline and the defenses. Still winning as well, of course. And on that dwarven claim to victory. The shock now taking over. They're fighting the Serpent Warriors here. There's huge war hammers of theirs. Kind of reminds me of Bobby B from Game of Thrones. Ooh, I think Cavalry here is looking at options of going around, and they are open in the back here. They've had to. Dorwinian's been forced to pull his pole arm from that front line. Yeah, he looks like he's putting it back here to get it ready for a reserve. We might see the general, the Cavalry warriors. Instead go back there. They might get some back there. It looks like the Dwarves with their cav as well, which can duel. So we could see a general fight in a moment here. This could be huge. If the generals, if Kavar goes in here, the Ironhall Cavalry needs to get support. We are going to see the Mummaks, I think, go in as well. Yeah, Mummaks, they're dashing in through the open choke point. The Dwarves here are falling back to Khan and Riverguard. Problem is, yeah, Dwarves going to have to give a full retreat here. Oh no, they're starting to tighten their defenses. It looks like, yeah, the Dwarves and Dorwinian are falling back to this final stand. They're going to try and get as much back as possible. Numbers-wise, what is it looking like? 1,300 against 1,600. They've narrowed the gap to 300. That's really good there. Kavar here already taking hits as he comes forward with his... As the Archer Tower shoots him. If the Iron Horn Cavalry goes in, they could go in and get Kavar here and kill him. Could be a huge win, really. The Cav is chasing the Bereg Riders here. Yeah, they're chasing some down. This is not good. So many units here. The crossbows could get caught. You need to just keep dashing. And I think in a moment, yeah, Kavar, I don't think he's interested in this fight anymore. Especially if he gets the Archer Tower support. This is the Iron Hill player. We'll get some good kills. And who's general assist over here? Oh, but it's Arbelgzar, of course. He's charging the Iron Hill crossbows. Killing them easily. I guess they got left behind, or I don't know. Yeah, they did not fall back. Got caught out. They've got most of their stuff back though. They've done pretty well. 1,100 against 1,500. Those Mummaks though are still alive. That's the concerning thing. Will these archers now in a confined space? Will they obstruct each other to kill the elephants? I don't know. If the archers here have ammo, I would, and those elephants come even close into range, I'd shoot them. I'd start shooting them, or shoot Arbelgzar if he stands still. One or the other. It looks like Kavar here is taking the Dwarven Cav player, sort of the Iron Hill player there on a Cav chase. It looks like the two generals here might be about a double team. The Ironhorn Cavalry, I don't know. Looks like they might. I don't know if this is like these. I don't think this is walkable either. But it does not matter actually because Arbelgzar can just sort of block off the Dwarven player here. And in a moment, he's about to get sandwiched by both players. That could be huge. Dwarves about to lose their general potentially, and they have a lot of troops left and the better morale. Crossbows here though are being allowed to freely shoot the Adun Nakori, which seems like a bad idea if I was the Harad player. Just freely shooting your only tier 4 shock. Now you can't bring multiple of the Adun Nakori. They are capped to 1. Gone are the good old days of multiple Adun Nakori. There you go, the crossbows safe to get inside, and that was a great charge there actually by the Dwarven players. Actually done a really good amount of damage here to Arbelgzar. Whether he sends out infantry to support this is potentially a good idea. goats are showing that they are the goats. Our Belgazai can see the front of your screen here. In his black armor. Trying to keep himself alive. I don't know if the general for the Dwarves has a unique mark or not.
Enemy units have been rallied.
The rear charge here from Cavalry is going to make a big difference, but it might not matter. Our Belgazai, I think, is going to die. Cavalry, though, might get the last laugh. There he is, if you haven't seen him. Cavalry, it's the old Kahar look. With the black armor there, looking very cool. There you go, that is Harad's general dead, which is, if anything, more important, I feel like, because they have the Mummaks. The Mummaks don't often just mass route. And actually, that's concerning. Pike's just losing that fight on their own. Getting killed off by a Dunakori, of all things. Might have something to do with them not having their pikes out, actually, I'm seeing this now. They've got the pole arms. I know the pikes do have their pikes out. Just most of them are just dropping them. The heads are rolling. I can see plenty of Dwarven heads being chopped off there by the nasty double-handed sword. And actually, the Dunakori are also starting to lose. That's how war goes, though. Everyone's a big fat loser, unless you're the like the king of the winning side. Then you might be a bit of a winner. Might still not be. The Cav's still engaging over here. Dwarven Cav is starting to lose as well. But yeah, Cavar, I think, should start to win this as time goes on. But no, he is shock Cav, though, I think, while the Dwarves are spear Cav. He already just, like, he's got the sandwich off. Yeah, the Storm might say, I mean, maybe the Dwarves don't really care. Maybe like, it doesn't really matter. They're actually going to send their crossbows out to try and save their general. But Dwarves don't have loads of. They do have the crossbows and the pikes. Actually, Dorwinian has maybe just as many assets. Or there's Khan Riverguard on the other side. So yeah, actually, no, they probably have an equal amount of assets. But Dwarves do a better morale, which is something. Shock going in here. I think at Dunakori, they're broken, yeah, and they actually didn't even manage to outkill the Iron Hill Pikes. The Serpent Warriors are dying here as well. We're going to see Vereg Riders. They're going to dash around. I think they're going for those crossbows, which have been baited out. They're going to try and save their gen. Their gen is actually now winning this fight here. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, best Cav in the game. He's managed to right now 2v1 generals. I mean, they're getting help as well from the Archer Tower. And the crossbows here might have got a volley off. So there have been some elements that have helped. Crossbow's going to turn around, brace for the charge. Eastling Cav is going to get into the back of these guys. If they can kill the Kavar here, there is still potential that these guys might mass route, but you never know. Eastlings are funny old business. Vineland Yard Patrols there, firing, trying to support the fire as well. You're going to try and break Kavar here. Fires though. You'll see, yeah, very important to do a lot of work. They go breaking Kavar. Now the general here can turn around. Whether you can then pin down this Cav long enough for the Iron Hill crossbows, get out and get a few volleys and support that fight, maybe. Here come the Mummaks though. And in they go, slamming into the pikes and the pole arms. They will chomp through these guys, and they can pull through. They're absolutely allowed to. And now the crossbows go into overload. It's a nice squishy center though. Over the Mummaks to run into, just a lot of crossbows, a lot of archers. You see the spears go in here, the Avari warriors. They're not necessarily going to stop the situation. Once the Mummaks go in, it kind of forces the units on the outside. Do you turn around and fight the Mummaks inside, and then allow infantry to attack your rear, or do you just like try and hope and pray that they, they die off? And they are dying off here. Mummaks are 12 out of 20. And look at that. Actually, the Vereg Raiders have been routed. Oh, sorry, Vereg Riders have been routed. And they are going to win. Look at that. The Dwarven General somehow survived. Insane. Massive as well, because it looks like if he died, I imagine these Mummaks might have done even more damage. Runic Warlords are in here.
Fine with the cannon river guard. They're about to get smashed in the back, I think, by Mummaks. No. Only 3 of the 20 left. They've done significant damage, but I don't know if it's enough. Man's power is now evening out with the loss of those Mummaks. 590 against 1120. Still a 2-1 in favour of the Easterlings and Haradrim. Now it's all hands on deck to try and defend this flank. The runic warlord's still here battering away. There we got another one here getting shot by crossbows, which is someone survived. They're going to be allowed to get charged, which is crazy. The general's being pulled back. I'm just going to let that crossbow get that in. Ammo could be pretty important, you never know. Only they had a little bit of ammo left. They're probably regretting not having any left and using it all. Got to focus down this blob. There you go, crossbows easily routed there by the runic warlords, to be expected. Lucky for the attacks that both generals were killed off in that cav fight. Pole arms here, they're not losing. And the runic warlord's trying to pull through. Oh, he absolutely looks like he is. He's dying for it. Really silly. I don't know why. It looked like he's trying to pull through the spears. And you can see the Cavalry warriors have tried to block it off, and he's losing that warlord. Over on the other side over here, looks like as well, trying to break through. They didn't try and pull through. But yeah, the Winter Guard just impaling them there. And Band's power, look at that, shifting in favor of the defenders. There's a lot of archers left. There's not actually a lot of infantry. Yeah, you can see here we've got one final Pyrrhic axeman to go. We've got an archer, you know, all the way back there, loitering bows. I think that's been forgot about. But yeah, not a lot left, that is for sure. Not a lot of infantry. Our infantry. Is there a gap? I don't know. No, I don't think that's a gap there. They can get through. In go these archers. For most of the army that's left. The chaff. They'll just get impaled on these pole arms, I'd imagine. These Winter Guard are going to get good kills. The Mummak crossbow, the Mummak carcasses around this front line. Did they rout? Oh, they did master out. Look at that. That's crazy. I mean, they are tier 1 very light bows. That's probably like going to happen. Man's power is now well and truly shifted in favor of the defenders, 480 to 220. Really good result there, that's for sure. Again, we've got runic warlords. I think they are pulling through this time. And this is the very axeman, in fact. They're trying to break through again. Pole arms holding the line. They've just got nothing to stop these pole arms. So there's only those Mummaks that are going to have to do the work. They should have sent in infantry to support the Mummaks. I think that might have helped. They just kind of sent the Mummaks in on their own. They sent in infantry in to help, support, and just, you know, take advantage of the gaps the Mummaks were going to make. Could have made a big difference. It'll be interesting to see how many kills the Mummaks got. I would say over 100, but I don't think many more than that. Now we got the second pole arm, you can see shifting over here. I mean, they can, and the crossbows are actually going around. This is the final unit, I think, actually. Yeah, 196 if you don't count that. That archer they got forgotten about. He's a bit late to arrive to the party. For the last stand of the Dwarves and Dorwinion, as they look like they're going to win today's siege. Hold on, boys. Make one last stand. One last stand. The crossbows here are going to just like get an execution off. It's like a firing squad here by the crossbows. You get one volley. I think that might rout these guys. Got archers firing as well. Still fine than yard patrols with ammo. These guys were shooting since the beginning of the battle. I mean, they had a lot of time out as well. But there you go. Yeah, routing that axeman, and that's routed the archer over there. And Pyrrhic victory for Dorwinion and the Iron Hills. So yeah, well done to Blue Rock and to Pirat, who did a very good job there in today's siege battle. This was sent in by Blue Rock, who was playing as Dorwinion. So yeah, thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. 158 kills for this Dorwinion infantry here. Some of them not doing so well. A lot of just getting focused down. Don't know how much of their javies they used up as well. But yeah, 222 kills of the Vineland Guards. 125 kills of the Garrison Lon Manuel. Polearms 189 kills, 193. And the Archers 169 kills and 167. And we have Pirat playing as the Iron Hills. His Cav here is General 189 kills and 2 silver chevrons. Iron Hill Warriors 214 kills. The Warriors of Erimithrin 154, 149 kills, 183 kills of the Karnan River Guard. Pike's getting 181 kills, 127, and the Crossbows 103, the best of the bunch. Jackie Boy playing as Harad. His Mummakil actually did get much more kills than I thought, 330 kills. The Archers there had 201 kills, 153 kills, 100 kills of the Muhad Beast Tamers. Then we've got 121 kills of the Aduna Kori, 107 kills of the Serpent Warriors. Baharad Mutants getting 112 kills. Then Arbelgzar 103 kills. Then we have S Apple playing as an Omega, playing as Easterlings. Kavar getting 22 kills before he fell, killing those Goat Riders. 134 kills is the best of the Balkoth Raiders. His Shock did pretty poor, actually. It's the best kills for any of his Shock. 94 with the Vereag Axeman. 63 kills with the Warlords. Maceman, 172 kills. And his Archers getting 96 kills. And then his Cav, 71 kills there. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days, Lord of the Rings Siege. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.